Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you guys are here. Thank you so much for watching. We are going green today for this look. We are reviewing the Huda palette from Oden'S and Angelica Lindqvist. Angie is probably one of my favorite YouTubers. She does a lot of really colorful looks, a lot of just really fun makeup, a lot of non-traditional makeup looks, and she is probably one of my favorite YouTubers. That is like without question. She is one of my favorite YouTubers. She has really gotten me to try color. I used to just be super basic bitch, super like neutral on the eyes, you know, just natural and pretty. But, you know, since I started watching her, she's, you know, really shown me that you can do some really gorgeous, amazing looks with color, and today is kind of case in point. Today we're doing just such a fun, beautiful green look, and I couldn't be more excited to show you. So the palette, first off, is gorgeous. It comes with a mirror, which I love. If I'm gonna pay this much money for a palette, there better be a mirror in it. And it comes with 16 different shades. There's a nice mixture of mattes and shimmers. And I swatched a few of the colors on the back of my hand so you guys could see. Like, just look at that pigmentation. This pink color is called Goddess, and it is yummy. And then we've got two special shimmer shades here. This white is called Double-Sided, and this one is called River. And both of these, it's hard to see on camera. In person, they're a lot more duo multi-chromy, but they are stunning. And then, you know, obviously the greens are the superstars of this palette. It's obviously a very green-based palette. There's just so many different combinations I think I'll be able to do with this, going from the green look that I'm going to show you guys today to something more pinky, something more neutral. But I'm really excited to play with this. This is my first time ordering from Oden'S. I've never tried their formula before, so I was really curious to see how they would perform. There is only one gripe, and it's that the shipping took forever. Part of that was because it was stuck. I'm in New Jersey, and it was stuck in New Jersey for a while. It was stuck, I think, at our post office here. So that's not Oden'S fault, but like, I ordered this on Super Bowl Sunday, which was the 13th, and it took almost 3 weeks to get here. So I'm not complaining. They're a Swedish brand, ship everything from Sweden, so I'm not mad. You're shipping halfway across the world. It's gonna take time to get here. So that's the only caveat I will say. If it's a palette you're like, I need it like tomorrow, be patient. But it'll get here. And I don't want to like do any spoilers, but just looking at the look that I did today, was it worth the wait? I think it was absolutely worth the wait, but you'll have to wait and see for my final thoughts. Anyway, just look at this lovely packaging. I love the shimmery details on here, and it's just, it's so beautiful. The layout is gorgeous, and I'm just really excited to try it. So come along with me, we'll try it together, and I'll let you know my thoughts at the end of the video if I think it's worth it or not. Let's get into it. All right, so we are scooched in nice and close so you guys can see what I'm doing. I think I'm gonna do a super green look today. I don't normally wear a lot of green eyeshadow, so this is gonna be kind of fun. I'm really excited to try this. I've also never tried Oden'S before, so this is gonna be super fun. So the first color I'm gonna go in with is this color right here, Moss, and that's gonna be my transition shade. So I'm just gonna take it on my kind of short, stubbier brush, and we're just gonna kind of go in and start working this through the crease. Okay, you guys, I cannot tell you how happy I am that this has a mirror in it. Like, that is gonna make my life so much easier. Okay, let's see. Ooh, this is such a nice, grungy green. Like, you can already see it picking up really, really well. Can you see it on camera too? Yeah, you can see that it picks up really, really well. So I am just gonna tap off the excess before going back in, and I'm gonna bring this color up a little bit higher. Because it's a transition shade, I can get a lot closer to the brow bone and it's not gonna like look super weird. It might look a little crazy right now, but it's gonna, when the whole look comes together, it'll make more sense. My cat is acting like a psychopath. Okay, so we're gonna do the other side. I'm gonna go back in with that moss color and same thing. We're just gonna kind of windshield wiper motion this bad boy into the crease. So I did not use any primer on my lids today. What I did was I just used a little bit of concealer and some powder. And I apologize that you hear my cat acting like an absolute crazy person in the background. He had his lunch and now he has more energy than I can muster at all. I don't know how he's so energetic right now. It is a Thursday. It is the afternoon. We are both full. We are both tired, and yet he's over here just acting crazy. Okay. So we are doing great. Okay, so looking at it in better lighting, that all looks even. Okay. So now I'm gonna go in with Ouroboros, which is this really dark green right here. I'm so excited to try this. So far I'm really impressed with Oden's Eyes matte formula. These are going on really smooth, really buttery. So I'm super impressed. So because I've never worked with it before, I'm just gonna kind of start stippling first, just to kind of get the base color down. Oh my gosh, holy pigment, you guys, this is insane. This green pigment is absolutely insane. It's so gorgeous. Okay, and so as I've said before, one of the tricks that I like to use with my eyes, because they're hooded, is to bring the color pigment up a little bit higher than you normally would, so you can actually see the colors that you're putting onto your eye. So I like to go up just a little bit higher, a little bit more onto the hood, and that seems to work really well for me. So I'm gonna do the same thing other side, and with this green, you do not need a lot on your brush, so I'm just tapping it off onto a napkin. And same thing, I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna kind of stipple the layer on first, and then I will go in with windshield wiper motions. So far it's going on pretty smoothly. I don't know if you can see on camera, you can see just a little bit of skipping like right here. That is not a big deal though. It's a really dark color, and with the darker colors, they often do that. So I'm not worried at all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take just a little bit of extra pigment into that area and then continue my windshield wiper motions. Again, same thing, bringing it up a little bit higher on the hood than I normally would. Okay, so looking at myself dead on, I can see I brought this one up a little bit higher than this side, so I'm just going to even that out. Okay, so I think we're looking pretty even Steven right now, looking in my mirror. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that same Ouroboros color and I'm gonna start packing it onto the outer corner. I'm gonna do a real traditional smoky, bright green eye look. There is some fallout, I will say that. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it all, but there's some fallout happening. Fallout does not bother me. It's one of those things that I just don't really care that much about, but I know some people really don't like fallout. So if you are one of those people, then I don't know what to tell you. This palette is gonna have a little bit of fallout, but when you have like really richly pigmented palettes, that is something that just tends to happen. But I mean, you guys can see when you pack on this green, it is, oh, this is gorgeous. I never do a green look, so I'm irrationally excited about this. All right, so it's gonna be same thing other side. I'm just patting off some of the color before I even go in. And I'm just kind of stamping it on. I'm not brushing it on, I'm just kind of stamping it on the outer corner. And I got a little bit more off of my brush. So we are going to go back in. I think you can hear my boyfriend's sister. Can you hear her music? She's playing her music downstairs. And I don't know if you can hear her, but she got a new vinyl setup. Like she got a record player, and oh my gosh, it is so nice. It's so cool. I'm like, I kind of want a record player now. I don't know how often I would use it, but I'm like, I kind of want it now. Okay, so coming back and facing forward, we want to make sure that the makeup is even when we're looking head on. And I think for the most part, it does look pretty even. Yeah, I think we're even. Okay. Oh, I'm now gonna go in. I have a slightly dampened flat brush, and I'm gonna use this for my next color. I'm gonna use Venom, this beautiful color, this beautiful like grassy green color. And I'm just gonna dip into that. Like, holy smokes, you guys, this is gorgeous. This color is phenomenal. And so I'm just gonna start packing that on the center of my lid. Oh my God. Okay, this color is stunning. This is gorgeous. You can probably also use your finger with this too. Maybe I'll try that on the other side. So I'll do one side with a wet brush and one side with a fingy. Oh my gosh, this is stunning. So I'm only going over until like the first third of my eye. I'm gonna do a different color on the first third and inner corner, but this is just so pretty. Holy smokes. Okay. So I'm gonna clean my brush off just a little bit, and I'm just gonna kind of go through and just sort of blend that edge a little bit more, so it just sort of like flows a little bit more seamlessly. I'm gonna try using my finger for the other side to see how well it applies with your finger, because I find a lot of times that shimmer shades apply better with your finger than a brush, even if your brush is damp. So let's just kind of go in and see what that looks like. Ooh! Once again, my cat is playing with a toy. I apologize. But oh my gosh, I can't get over how pretty this green is, you guys. Like, Angelica, you may have converted me into a green eyeshadow user. Oh my gosh, I never ever thought I would like greens, but this is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, this green is like, it's a true green. It's like a true Kelly green, like a grassy Kelly green, and it is everything. Like, I'm not even, like, this is everything. This look is everything. Okay, so the next shade that I'm gonna go in with is called Fluorescence, and it's this gorgeous green. It's like a yellowy green kind of, but this is gonna be what goes on my inner third and inner corner. So I'm gonna take my flat brush again, and I'm going to pat this into the inner third. And I'm just gonna kind of bring it down into the inner corner like so. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. This is so pretty. Sir, why are you playing while I'm filming? My cat is crazy. Okay. You'll probably see him running back and forth back there. Okay, so I put some more on my brush, and I'm going to go, I swear. Okay, so I'm just gonna go back in on the other side with the shade Fluorescence, and I'm just putting it on the inner third and the inner corner. And like, this is just such a pretty inner corner shade. There's so many shades in this palette that I'm just dying to try. I mean, this whole thing is just fabulous. So now that this is kind of all done. It's blended and looking lovely. I'm going to do underneath the eye now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with that moss color. This is the shade that I used in as my transition shade. And this is what's gonna go under the majority of my eye. So I'm just gonna use kind of a short, stubby, it's a really thin but short and stubby brush. And so I'm just gonna kind of start in the middle of my eye and run it just side to side. And I don't want the pigment to be like too crazy. But I also at the same time don't want the line to just be like too harsh, because I don't want it to look like I lined my under eyes with like vomit green. You know what I mean? We want it to be cohesive, but we don't want it to be like, oh my God, you look like a psycho. It's a fine line. It's a very fine line. All right, I'm just gonna do the same thing, other side, start in the middle and work my way out. Oh. You guys, I can't even begin with this palette. This is stunning, it is gorgeous. I am just so incredibly thrilled that I bought this. I was not sure if I wanted to or not, but I love Angelica. She's probably my favorite YouTuber, and I wanted to support her. So I was like, you know what? I'll get it. I'll support her, use it to support her channel and her content. And now I'm like, yo, this was like probably my favorite palette I've bought so far this year. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with that Ouroboros shade. Tap it off, and I'm just gonna kind of connect the bottom to the top of my eyelid. So we're just gonna kind of use that, and we are just gonna kind of pat it in and slowly work to connect it. Okay, and we're just gonna use that and blend it a little bit. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so pretty. Like, I know I've said it 5,000 times, like, don't take a shot every time you hear me say, oh my God, it's so pretty. Like, take a shot of water, stay hydrated. It's the same thing other side. We're just working to kind of connect the two looks together with that dark green. Oh my gosh, I can't even. Okay. I'm gonna throw on some mascara and attempt to tame my eyebrows, and I will come back and I will give you my final thoughts. All right, so this is the final look. You guys, I said it while I was filming, but I am absolutely in love with this palette. I think the shimmers perform beautifully. The mattes perform absolutely wonderfully. I cannot wait to try out more shades. I mean, honestly, this palette is wonderful. Angie did say that they were going to restock, so I don't know if it's restocked right now, but if it is, you should absolutely buy it. I love the way this performed. I thought it was beautiful. I love that there's a mirror, and I love the artwork on this. This is so stunning. It's so gorgeous. I really feel like the colors on the packaging reflect well of what's inside the palette, and I just couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier with this purchase. I think it's gorgeous. I love this little scarf. I think the little scarf is so cute. So overall, you guys, I would highly recommend this palette. I think it's lovely. I think it's fabulous. Definitely pick it up if you're able to. All right, I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.